सेहत मंत्री जेसन कॉम्पिंग के अनुसार एल्बर्टा सूबे भर विच कोविड के प्रसार च गिरावट दे रहा है। कोविड अपडेट के दौरान कॉम्पिंग ने कहा कि PCR टेस्ट सकारात्मकता दरां एक महीना पहला 27% तो घट के 23% रह गई। कॉम्पिंग अनुसार ICU नंबर समेत पिछले हफ्ते दौरान हस्पतालों च भर्ती भी घटी है।
The data we're sharing today is from Tuesday, May the 3rd to Monday, May the 9th. I'm pleased to report that we continue to see signs of declining viral transmission across the province. Our average PCR test positivity rate is about 23%. A month ago, we were around 27%. Compared to the peak in early January, we're almost down by half. This downward trend indicates that transmission is slowing. Virus levels in our wastewater are also trending down almost at every site. That includes Calgary and area, which has been near the previous peak level but is now turned down. And most important of all, I'm pleased to report that hospitalizations decreased over the past week, including patients in ICU with COVID. It's still early days. All these numbers fluctuate from day to day, and they won't necessarily drop in a straight line from here. But it looks like the peak in hospitalizations was April 26, around 2 weeks ago, and with the experience in Quebec and Ontario, where we're seeing the numbers in hospital turn down over the past 2 to 3 weeks, following the same turn in wastewater and in case data. This is good news for Albertans and for our hospitals and our health system overall. Assuming it continues, it will mean fewer admissions, fewer beds blocked, and fewer staff off sick because of COVID. Now, admissions may not continue to drop straight down every day, but we hope to see relief soon for the staff and physicians in our hospitals. COVID itself is adding less to the numbers in hospital right now than we've seen in the past waves, but the system is under real strain nonetheless. As I've noted before, hospital occupancy is high in Edmonton and in Calgary in particular, and a few of the largest sites are operating at over 100% capacity. There have been peak levels on and off recently right across the province, but the pressure is concentrated in the two big cities in line with our usual trends. Overall occupancy in the 5 smaller regional sites in May to date is well within levels at this time of year in past years before the pandemic. In EMS and emergency in particular, we're seeing very high numbers of patients and pressure on response times as a result. As I said before, this wave of demand on the system will pass, but we can't just wait for that to happen. The system needs more capacity so that it's not strained so much at peak times, regardless of COVID. We're supporting AHS and adding staff right across the system, including in key areas, and I'm looking forward to giving an update on this in the coming days. As to why we're seeing such heavy volume right now, there's no one single cause for it. The realities is that volumes in emergency vary widely from one month to another month and year over year. We're seeing a cyclical peak right now, like some of the higher seasonal peaks we've seen in past years, and like we're seeing in other provinces.